This one counts for us and for the generations that come after. The challenge is far too urgent to sit there and wait for somebody else to take it on.
Congressman Joe Kennedy makes it official. He is running for the U.S. Senate. The grandson of Robert F. Kennedy says these divisive times require a bold new approach. The man with the famous name will try to unseat first-term incumbent Senator Ed Markey for the Democratic nomination in 2020. WBZ's Paul Burton was in East Boston for the Kennedy announcement.
Thank you, guys.
Surrounded by his wife and children, Congressman Joe Kennedy said the words his supporters have been waiting to hear.
I'm here to announce that I am going to be a candidate for the United States Senate.
The 38-year-old made his announcement on Saturday morning in East Boston. He began his speech talking about his family history and the American dream.
This community, Massachusetts, has been with my family for an awfully long time. And so my commitment to you is that I will show up, that I will be there for you.
And it didn't take long for Kennedy to criticize President Trump.
Donald Trump has forced a reckoning in our nation, without question. But to meet this moment requires more than just defeating him. It requires taking on, clearly, a broken system, the calcified structures that allowed him to win in the first place.
Kennedy will now be in a battle against incumbent Ed Markey, along with two other candidates, Labor attorney Shannon Liz Reardon and businessman Steve Pemberton.
This is going to be a tough race. I look forward to making my case across Massachusetts.
After his official announcement in East Boston, Joe Kennedy spent the day traveling the state, speaking to people about key issues like affordable housing. His first stop is the Villa Victoria housing community here in the South End.
The need here, definitely housing is a big need. Also, we are now facing the issues in the neighborhood of the opioid crisis and education, making sure that our schools are strong for the kids.
Fight for your future. It's worth protecting. Thank you all so much.
In Boston, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
Governor Charlie Baker, a Republican, was asked about the Kennedy-Markey matchup today. He says both men have the best interests of the state in their hearts.
Decisions to run for office are personal ones, and I've had a chance over the last 4.5 years to work with Congressman Kennedy and with Senator Markey on issues that were important to the Commonwealth, and I have found them both to be solid advocates for Massachusetts.
Kennedy's entrance into the Senate race quickly drew a couple of labor endorsements. Boston's IBEW Local 103 became the first union to support Kennedy, saying the stakes in our nation are simply too high for a wait-your-turn mentality. And Boston's Teamsters Local 25 also endorsed Kennedy, releasing this statement. Workers and organized labor are under attack in this country, and working families need a strong leader in the U.S. Senate fighting for Massachusetts workers.